I'm out here in this beginning of an orchard, the little sprigs of trees that are the beginning of an idea. And that idea is the genesis of what we're going to see is an idea comes to fruition, it goes to adolescence, and it goes to maturity. 70 years old, I'm sitting there going, what's my future going to be like? What's my retirement going to be like? What am I going to be doing going forward? So a few years ago, during COVID, I'm in my house, I'm looking at advertisements for a possible little place to buy in Italy where we could go back and forth to Europe and enjoy our retirement. But I kind of know in myself that I would be kind of bored to just like go somewhere and walk around, and I call it level 1 tourism, where you basically just go somewhere and you just observe things. There's no real purpose. You just kind of see what happens, maybe take a little cultural tour or something of that nature. And I see this business for sale, food and wine tour business for sale. I look into it, a master of wine from Australia had made this unique little boutique business where he went to different vineyards and wineries all through Europe, Portugal, Italy, France, found the little villages, boutique hotels, great little restaurants and all of that. He made it a lifestyle where he could go around and then take a small group tours and experience that each summer. Get paid to do it, actually. So I go, that's a great idea for me. I'm a people person, I want to do that. So I buy this tour company. We go on this grand tour, which I didn't do video at that time, and I just killed myself. I went on a 6-week trip all through Europe and met all these people, and it was absolutely fantastic. So we might be able to figure out some way to communicate that trip to you. But then I started digging into the tour business as an entrepreneur that I am. My whole life, I've been self-employed for 50 years. I never did the trade time for dollars thing. It was on me the whole time. So we go on that trip, and now all of a sudden, I need to learn more about tours. I started going, I find a podcast called Tourpreneur. Tourpreneur basically is a community of tour operators around the world. They have a podcast, you can listen to these things. They start talking about ITB. What's ITB? It's the largest travel convention in the world. 160 to 170,000 people attend this event. Travel professionals from all over the world. You got airlines, you got hospitality, you got food, you got transportation, logistics, unique locations, different, just amazing 10,000 exhibitors at this place. So last year we go, and we experience what is out there. On my way home, I'm thinking, how can I expose my tour business a little bit more? How can I add adventure and uniqueness to my travel offerings that I wasn't seeing in my current tours, but I was interested in making more purposeful, interesting experiences? And I come up with this idea. We don't have adventure in our lives that much anymore. We don't have new in our lives much anymore. We don't have unknown issues. Everything's kind of like we got control and this and that. So I come up with this idea. I'm gonna bring 3 couples to ITB. I'm gonna let those couples release into the plethora of the world of travel worldwide, select their dream vacation. Then Redwood Cafe Tours is going to book that vacation for them at a reduced rate, negotiate it at ITB, and then we're going to record not only that entire experience for the YouTube channel, starting from when we get them at the airport, what their experiences are, or what their impressions are through the process, and then follow them on their trip. And they have nowhere idea they're going. So they can leave that day if they choose to do so. So they could go in the morning, discover that they wanted to go on a Nile cruise in Egypt. It's 6 o'clock at night in Berlin. The next morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, they could be waking up in their hotel in Cairo. That quick, that new, that adventuresome possibilities there for that. So we're going to continue to document this experience, what it actually means, the team that's going with me. I've decided to do this YouTube channel, so now I can't do it like the one-man gig. I've been past that. I'm elderly. I have to have support. So I have Garrett, I have Marky Mark, I have Lino, I have Marie. Our team is going to go and document this experience for you in Berlin, Germany. And a little added bonus, I guess, mystery location spot that we'll be attending after ITB. I'll tell you this, it involves a very old building. It involves a trip to Slovakia. More on that in the future. In ITB, I start thinking, and I start thinking about how can I use this tool. And I described briefly about what I was going to do with bringing guests to give their exact trip. But in a way, for me, this is the adventure that I'm looking forward to. So I'm bringing people for a live experience. That's where I've done almost all of my real learning and failing is live. You fail live, and the other time you succeed live. Now this orchard that I'm here now versus where I just was is 3 years old. It's maturing, it's being trained, and it's getting strong. Retirement needs the same aspects in my viewpoint. I'm one guy, right? So what I'm basically thinking is, I've got to make a plan for my retirement, just like I made a plan for every business I've ever built. And I guess the business of retirement is what I'm in now. And that business of retirement is going to be an active lifestyle. I'm going to share with all of the viewers what my perception of that is. Now, I still delegate and I still have things going on. I've got a couple of restaurants that I still own that my management team is going to be taking care of. One of those restaurants is under construction right now, so you'll see me working, building a restaurant as a construction hat on. You're also going to see me interacting with a variety of people in the international travel arena, where we're going to be basically going to exotic locations, interacting with tour providers and operators, and seeing that aspect of my life. I'm also going to be sharing with you entrepreneurial immersion, where one of the things at ITB this year that Lino and myself and the team is going to be looking for is opportunities to take entrepreneurs on immersive experiences in foreign destinations, where we can have like live experiences, talking with entrepreneurs, having focal groups, turning around and learning about how to run our businesses and companies better in a foreign environment, where it's coupled with travel and it's coupled with bonding experience with your fellow travelers. It's going to be an experience that I feel will be a full and very interesting retirement, and or just a way that I can spend my life interacting with people, interacting with friends and family, and then sharing with so many people live experiences and on YouTube experiences that make your life fuller and more well-lived. So let's go along in the next experience we're going to have, and we're going to talk a little bit more about maturity of an idea. So here we are in a mature orchard. We saw the beginnings of one. We saw one when there was a few years old. Now this is the maturity. It's the same with ideas. Your idea becomes a beginning, then it fleshes out, then it matures. The idea ITB, initially for me to visit it was one thing. Then I started thinking about it, and then my idea matured into something that's going to take action. It takes time for that thing to happen. Like the Central Valley of California, the beautiful bounty of nature and the almond blossom season right now, we're going to basically take those blossoms, those ideas, and turn them into a mature idea. Join us on this journey. Next stop, Germany, Berlin.